Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Designs. I am back today after a bit of a break, and my apologies. This last week has been very eventful, and some wonderful things and some things that weren't as, they were a little bit harder to get through. But nonetheless, I know I had already, made some haul videos, and so I kind of pushed those through this week, and I hope you've enjoyed them. But I know today I have nothing up, so I have been cleaning and on the phone with attorneys and financial people all day today, which has kind of been my week. But, and getting things to my siblings and just mementos and stuff like that. So, anyways, long story short, I am here to plan in my family. It is, I'll tell you more about it, but it used to be my work planner. Now it's more my family planner and work. And yeah, so I'll share more about that in a minute. And I'm going to use these darling Nativity, I think it's just Nativity by Imagine 320 Designs. They're an Etsy shop, and I was really wanting Nativity type planner stickers for Christmas time, and so there's lots and lots of options. And this is for a happy planner, though in here, the outside is happy planner, the insides are, plum paper planner. I like the paper, so we'll see if these will work. If they won't work, I have other things I can use them on. But there's plenty in this kit that I can use it in a variety of different planners. So I'm trying to get to the Nativity. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. I think I may have missed it. Okay, I must have a little bit more standing over here. So, anyways, and I'm a little bit distracted because I've been, it actually snowed here last night. I don't know if it snowed where y'all are, but we are, if you go over to my Instagram account, you can see the snow. It snowed late last night, and my family went outside. I did go out for a little short period of time, but it was kind of a rocky day yesterday, so I wasn't like rushing out the door, and it's cold. So, and if there's any way anybody could fall doing it, I would be the one. So I decided that it would be better if I stayed inside. And I did go out on the porch and take pictures and look at everything because it was really beautiful. But anyways, it was exciting, and we woke up this morning. We figured it would all be gone by morning, and it was just white, fluffy, not ice, but real snow. It was just gorgeous. And so, anyways, I'm missing one of the sheets, but that's okay. I can start with this. This is an extra large kit, and I will save the other part till we get closer to Christmas. So, I don't know why I'm wasting your time. Sorry. But anyways, but long story short, it was beautiful this morning, and we still have snow. Not much. Now it's probably ice because it's melted down, but it was just really, really beautiful. And so, that is this week's. And I think I'm going to go ahead and decorate these, so, and then next week. I really felt badly I did not get everything planned. I did type up on my computer, like, I don't know if you guys do this. I mean, you could do it in a Word document, but I just do it like an email to myself, and then I try to print it out and take it with me when I'm doing things. Just my to-do lists. And I had one for our family member, their business, one for my family in our house that is bursting at the seams, and which is what I've been doing today. And be glad you can't see me. I'm absolutely horrible today because I've been cleaning and moving things and sorting things and doing all of that. And then I also have been, I also did a list for things that I need to get done for our own personal year end. And there's just a lot. And so anyway, so it's been busy as always. So, but I didn't get it in my planner, and I just felt really odd. I mean, I used to do things like this all the time. I used to make lists and then check them off. And a planner is that to some degree, but it's just better organized. You know what I mean? So, and I also use a digital calendar in case I'm out and about, and it sends me notices. That's the real reason I use the digital calendar. It sends me notices, and I like the notices. So, Anyways, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, I need to see. I think that these are too, and they are too big. That's what I wondered, if these strips would be too big. So this, again, it isn't a Happy Planner rose gold cover with Happy Planner outside, but this is plum paper. So these will not fit, but these will. So I'm just looking to see what's going to fit and what's not going to fit. So anyways, but let me just go ahead and hop on in here. So, but I was feeling really disjointed, and our printer here at the house, it's really sad. It prints everything like crooked, and my husband was so funny. He had to take care of some stuff for me, and so I said, "Oh, well, I printed it out for you." He goes, "No, I printed it out." And I said, "Well, I printed it out for you." He goes, "Yeah, but it was all crooked." So I was like, "Oh, well, you know, as women, we make it all work." So anyways, but it was really, really, it was very sweet. He was helping me with some things, and, you know, it's been a week, you know what I mean? But in it, I mean, there are just really good lessons. And if we don't learn the lessons, then we're not doing what God needs us to do with these experiences that we go through. And I'm almost at the place where I can genuinely say I'm thankful. It has been a journey, no doubt. And so getting all these different things kind of worked out, and you know, and kind of really regaining our family life back, because it's been, wow, since last July, you know, that the very beginning of July, that everything kind of turned upside down. I mean, there was a really bad illness in the spring, but there was a really, really rough summer with our family member, and now with the spouse of their family member, and she has wonderful days, and then she has really rough days. And so, you know, by last night when the snow was coming, and it had come, and I was making seasoned nuts for my husband to give to his staff, and as Christmas gifts, and I was standing there, and my husband was talking to me, and I just kind of cried, you know, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, because this is the day that I would call, you know, the family member we lost." And I would talk about, you know, I would ask questions like, "Do you have enough, you know, wood for the fire brought in? Do you have this? Do you have lights? Do you have, you know, flashlights? Do you have water in case you lose electricity?" And that's been my job for so long that I looked at him and I said, I didn't know, you know, I could feel the loss. I could just feel the loss. And so, you know, just like any loss, I mean, you guys have all, I'm sure, experienced a loss, and it just takes time to work your way through it all, and to experience it the way you're going to be able to process it, if that makes any sense. So there is a lot to be sad when you lose somebody that you love, and then there's a lot to be thankful for the lessons. And there are a lot of really good lessons I have learned through this about what I would do or what I wouldn't do for my children, you know, and you know, having them prepared for if and when we pass away. And you know, once we get through all this and we get through the Christmas holiday season, I am going to make sure that I make a to-do list of what we will make sure to have in place for our children. So it's been a really, really good lesson in that. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm also thankful for the opportunity to, you know, be there and help and, you know, be able to do things. So I am going to put snowmen on the bottom. This week is almost over, so I'm not really planning dinners because this week is almost over. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover these up. How's that? I normally, for those of you who watch my channel, I use this bottom section for our family menus. And since today is Friday, I'm not even going to think about it. Not even going to blink an eye. I'm just going to let it go. So anyways, you'll see me do it on next week. So you'll get to see it, but just not on this one, because we're just kind of going back and decorating. And I will go in and record some significant events for, just for, you know, good to have it marked down. But, yeah, and I tore that. I know, isn't that terrible? Because I'm just talking, not paying attention. Sorry, guys. But, anyways, it's been a it's been a very interesting time in our lives, and I am thankful for it. And but holidays are hard, and for anybody out there who's lost somebody that you loved, you're in my thoughts and prayers. I know how hard this is. I don't claim to have any real grip on it and how you do it and how you don't do it, and there's not a book for that, or maybe there are books, but they haven't, you know, as a friend said, well, they haven't walked your walk. And it's like, yeah, that's true. And I kind of messed it up, but that's okay. Can you tell how laid back I'm getting now? That's okay. I would have never said that before. Anyways, but long story short, I mean, I'm just learning. This is just nothing but a journey, and you know, that we learn as we go through it, and there are things I did okay and things I probably stunk at, you know, and things I would say I stunk at, but you know, I'm learning a lot, learning what I would want to have done for my children, my husband, and you know, things like that. So, but it was good this week to get the things that had to get done this week were monumental. They were absolutely monumental, and it was very important for me to get these things done. Like I said, the spouse of our family member we lost did not have a good week due to the weather and how it, you know, it affects her. So, anyways, but, you know, main thing is we're here, we got all these things, and we're, you know, we're moving forward. You know, I finally feel like I have an understanding as to what I have to get done for all the different, oh, it feels like a bazillion different people. So, besides our own stuff. So, my husband was so sweet last night. He goes, listen, I don't want you doing like you always do for me for the taxes this year. I want you to do X, Y, Z. I'm going to send you an email. And I was like, yes, all right. That's exactly all we need to do. I just waited for you to get there. So, my dad was a CPA, and so is my husband. So, I kind of had an idea of what we needed to do, but, you know, he had to get there. He had to decide, and that was okay. So, whoops. Oh, that's cute. Let me see, how a little one there. All right. I don't know if I want to do that. I already did that. I already did that. Okay, so I'd forgotten about that one. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. So I'm really big into washi, if you can't tell. And I guess I should actually, before I start washing everything up, get it? I need to look at everything and see what we have going on. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to washi the rest and then save the rest of the stickers for this week coming up. So anyways, but long story short, I am learning so much. I mean, I wish I could share all my notes with all of y'all and and just encourage you if you ever have to, and God forbid you have to go through anything like this. But you know, there's good and there's bad, and we give God praise in the good and the bad, and I'm always thankful. So, and I'm so thankful for these incredible people that are part of this journey, that who would have ever known that these would be the things that I would be becoming fast friends with these experts that are just like, I'm here for you, whatever you need, and you're just like, wow, you know, I'm here for you and your family. What can I do to help? And you know, and all the people that say they're going to be there to help, and, you know, bless their hearts, maybe, maybe not. And then there are these people that you just didn't realize how important they were to that family member. And, you know, and they really are going above and beyond what they need to be doing to help. And I am just so thankful for those people. And God just brings you exactly who you need when you need it. I don't care what anybody says. That's the truth. So I am very, very thankful for these incredibly kind people that have literally just stood there with me along the way. Because it's lonely sometimes. You lose somebody that you love, and then you're trying to make these big decisions for somebody, you know, that's unable to make decisions. And you know, you just feel the enormity of making sure you just want to do your very best, and you want to make sure that you give them your very best, and that it is the best for them. And so anyways, I don't know. You know, you're just kind of at that point. So, anyways, I don't know. But you learn a lot, and I think that's great. So, as a matter of fact, I was talking to one of the gentlemen today, and we were talking about, because he had homeschooled, they'd homeschooled their children too, and I never knew it. And anyways, so he and I were talking, and I said, yeah, well, when our older two went to the community college, and then our youngest one is doing dual credit with the community college, and then they went on to their, you know, their big universities. I said, yeah, I said they saw my kids, they looked up the results, admissions results, and then their testing results, and they kind of asked me to finish my master's and come teach. And I told him, I said, no way. And he started laughing. He goes, are you going to run away from teaching as far as you possibly? I said, yes. I said, I love teaching. I can't, you know, my immune system doesn't allow me to be with kids. But it was so funny. And he goes, oh my gosh, well, that's so nice. I said, it was so nice. And I thanked them for that kind offer. And I said, but they offered me the same thing, you know, when I was like, oh, how old was I? I was like 26 at another junior college, and none of my kids had been there yet. And, and he goes, and you didn't want to do it? And I said, no. I said, I don't want to go back to school. And he started laughing. I said, I love to learn. Don't get me wrong. But I kind of want it on my timetable. And he started laughing. He said, I totally understand. And I said, yeah. I said, I loved this whole experience. It's been a blessing. But he goes, you're moving on. I said, that's right, I'm moving on. So anyways, but it was so funny because he knew exactly what I meant. Because his wife had stopped her very, very wonderful career as a stockbroker, financial advisor, investor. I'm not sure what she was doing, but they literally, just like us, they cut their income in half, and so that's what they did. And I said, yeah, that's exactly, we cut our income in half, exactly. And so, anyways, it was a great conversation. He's such a, you know, and I think he absolutely was tickled that I was just like, no way. And I said, so does your wife want to, you know, teach now? And he goes, no, not at all. I said, there you go. I said, you appreciate the time, you love the experience, but then it's time. And he goes, yeah, to get things done. And I said, yep, that's it. So, all right, I'm going to make this here. And this is my little things. And the reason why I'm making this my little things list is for our family member that I go 2-3 times a day. It is, I take little things because she's not doing great. She has Alzheimer's, and so I make sure that that I don't overwhelm her. And sometimes the little things are just, something to eat or drink. So long story short, that's her list, and I love that. I think that's perfect. And I think I'm going to, I like the nativity. That's cute. I love the happy birthday. That says happy birthday, Jesus. And that's a little tiny nativity. I love that. Okay, I think I'm going to put this up here. I think next week is Hanukkah begins. It's not on this calendar. I was just looking at it. We are Christians, and we go to a Messianic Jewish church that I love. I love our pastor, rabbi, whatever you want to call him. He has such a heart for the Lord. And even our Bible study teacher was talking about, she had come to the Passover this year, and I didn't know she was coming. And she literally stood before our group last week going, we should all go as a group. This was fantastic. This is the best pastor I've ever heard. I was just like, oh my goodness, that's such a blessing. I'll make sure to tell him. So, but I think Hanukkah is this week. Everything's a blur right now. I still think it's summer. I still feel like it should be summer. So, okay, I'm going to put that there because that'll remind me of the nativity. And then, yeah. So, that'll be for my family member. And then I'll just kind of, you know what I'm going to do? I did that wrong. Here's what I think I'm going to do. Put this up here. And this one I'll label. Perfect. Okay, and then this one I'll put here. Okay. Alright. I like that. That's better. Why? I don't know. Because I'm going to use this to label that. Alright. I know I'm being silly. But But anyway, so I thought that was really funny today. And I know it may not be funny to y'all, but in where we're at in our life right now, I try to find, you know, funny, joyful things, even in the silly little things. And I know it may be silly to some, but, you know, I just, I'm thankful. And I'm thankful for these people that God has put in our lives who continue to bless us, even though we haven't done a doggone thing to deserve it, you know. And our God is a good God, and He meets our needs, and He's there when we need Him. And I'm just thankful for that. You know, I'm not going to lie. I am so thankful for that. Okay, I think I'm going to go this way. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to go with the green. Sorry, I'm looking at this red. It's a little bit darker, so I don't want it to be too much. So I think I'm just going to go there, 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 and there. Okay, so I'm going across here with these, if you wonder what there means. So anyways, but it was a blessing, you know, for somebody that I really love and respect to talk about our pastor who we love and respect. And we were just really kind of, it was so kind. And last week was our first week officially back at Bible study. And of course we were off this week because one of the people who is major, you know, does a lot of the major setup and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, I'm going to give up. I have washi all over me, guys. They had to be gone out of town, and we were like, oh man, well, we're easy, whatever y'all want to do, because we're not a huge crowd. We're a good sized crowd, but we're not a huge crowd. And anyway, so it was kind of nice for her to make, you know, to share with everybody, and it was nice to be back. You know, I said it was like being home, and it was like being home with God's people. So it was such a blessing. And we study Hebrews, if I haven't shared that yet. And wow, is it good? Oh my goodness. Not only is this teacher such a good teacher, and she is, and I've shared with y'all, they're videoing all the sessions, and so when those get up on YouTube, I will be glad to share with anybody who asks for it. Because she's a really good teacher, and you have to go through an approval thing with precepts to be able to video and load on YouTube. So she went through all of that pre-approval, and you know, went through the classes, and of course she's been through all the different leadership classes through precepts. So she is a wonderful godly friend who really loves the Lord and is passionate, and so I think I'm going to do that one at the top since we have more of that red there. But she's such an encouragement, there's no doubt. And it was such a blessing when she said what she said. So anyways, we used to have a big Hanukkah thing, but I don't know. Been kind of just out of pocket because it's a long ways to go with our family member not doing well. So I know we're planning on going for sure a huge, like everybody. We're dragging everybody, even our daughter-in-law, poor baby, to go to church that day. And then we're going to go see some movie they want to go see. I want to go see Wonder. But I wanted to see that long before it ever came out. Maybe I will. I don't know. And then probably I'll see it on DVD. But they want to go see, I think there's is it Star Wars that's coming out? I don't know. They want to go see a Star Wars movie that's coming out. I'm like, that's fine, no problem. Just give me my popcorn and let me sit in the corner. I enjoy them. They're good. They're totally different than when I grew up, or when my brother was young. I always laugh and say I took a shower every day with Luke Skywalker, because he always had all those toys in the shower with us. And so, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Chewie, all those little action figures. And then when our children came around, yeah, even more so. So, and my husband was a big Star Wars fan when we had our kids, and so I was glad. I'm glad that they all enjoy it together, and it's a good it's good for the boys and the girls. It's not just one or the other, so that makes it nice. So, anyways, but yeah. So, Mommy wants to see Wonder. Instead, we're probably gonna see Star Wars, but Anyway, and I talked to them about maybe going to see some Christmas movie that was out. Because we still watch all the kid movies, you know, even though our kids are all adults. They're very sweet about it. And so anyways, but we'll see. We'll see. You know how that goes. All right, guys. So this is where I do my menus. This is where I do our homeschooling, which my youngest daughter's going to be taking tests all week at the college. And she has to finish a whole bunch of math for me, because she's got to test out to get into more, you know, math-oriented classes. And then here's where I do our business right here, and then here's for our home, our family. So I had to stop and think, isn't that terrible when you haven't been doing it for a bit of time? So let me see here. Okay, and I have my husband home next week. So yes. And he was so funny. He goes, you know, I'm going to be off like 25 days. And I was like, what? You're going to be off 25 days? Because this company takes off, you know, between Christmas and New Year's. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to be off 25 days. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was telling a friend, I was like, I had to take a deep breath. She started laughing. She was like, you're really not happy about that, are you? And I said, well, I am, but he's a real, like, high-energy guy, you know, so, and all I want to do is take a really good nap. So, anyways, so I think we're going to do pizza. I'd like to do it that night when we go to Bible study, but I think I'm going to do salad. I'll do pizza Friday night. It'll all get changed. You know, you put all these on, it'll all get changed. And I love the spaghetti one. And I made all this fresh pesto, so I think, I can't take that on Monday because there's a lot of garlic in it. It is strong. So, okay, we do know that we are going to go by Starbucks, because on the way to Bible study I always get me something. And I know next week I'm supposed to go some places, but we'll see. All right. Okay. This is such a cute kit. I really, really like it. So I think what I'm going to do is go back in here and put some things in. So hold on. I need to pull up the calendar on my phone, because I just loaded the calendar while I was, this is terrible, been on conference calls all day today, and so I was loading the calendar the whole time. You know, because, I mean, I can, you know, I'm a woman. I can do two things at once. I know. So, all right, this is perfect. Okay, so we have a special thing here. I'm going to put that there. And we have a special thing on Sunday. And then we have a special thing on Hanukkah is Saturday. So, if you're wondering, okay, it has to be, okay, well, Hanukkah's Saturday, so let me put that there. I need a blue one, though. The beginning of Hanukkah, first day of Hanukkah, is Saturday, and that is the day that I think we're going to the city. I know it is. Yes, it is that day. Silly me. I'm sitting here looking at it, and I know it's blocked out. So, yep. And we're gonna go to the city, go to church, and then go to the movie, and then go for a drive through an area, you know, a thing. What am I trying to say? Like a Christmas lights drive-through ranch. So it'll be really pretty. Okay, yeah, did that sound very Texan? Ranch. My husband always makes fun of me when I say that word. I always forget it. It sounds so silly. Sorry, guys. I know that my husband and I are going to start juicing here. So I'm going to put this down here to motivate me to get the juicing done. And then I can write the rest. So he and I used to juice and do certain kinds of diets. And he wants to get on a diet. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything until after the holidays and everything that's going on. And, you know, and he's like, well, we need to. And I'm like, I know we need to, but I'm going to be honest. It isn't going to happen. So, anyways, but I will get all of these on here.